Welcome back to Empire Total War. It's the Wallachia campaign. If you heard what right at the beginning of this video, then it's because I thought the recording had come on when it actually hadn't. Well, I didn't think it had, but if you heard it, then it obviously was there. Alright, I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I hope it does. Anyway, we've taken this. I think that was the thing that we were working on, wasn't it, between videos. Now, what I want to do now is to go over to here, because I'm now, if you remember, at war with the Swedes. So I'm going to give the Swedes what for, because I've got some pretty decent, in fact the Russians are taking ships over there as well, aren't they? But I've got these, which are pretty decent bit of kit, and I've also got these lot here, these and these, and that's a pretty striking amount, isn't it, really? So I don't need the 6 rates. I think I might just leave the 6 rates behind and just take the second rates with me. There's only so many I can have in a fleet, and I don't remember what that amount is. Maybe what I'll do then is, if I bring all of those up to here, this might give me an idea how many I can actually have in the fleet. So, can they go in there? Aha! Can he get in? Yes, he can, but he can't. So that's 2, 4, 5, 10, 14 allowed in the fleet. Is that right? 2, 4, 5, 5 and 4, 14. Right, brilliant. Okay, well let's swap him then with these two. Okay. Right. Oh, no, hang on. That's it. Okay, 13. It means that they can handle anything now, doesn't it, really? Anything that's thrown at them. So, what have we got? 32, 32. Yep, okay. Now, if I now send my 6 rates back, they can sort of defend this area here, can't they? That will be their job. These guys here are going to come all the way up to here and join the... Oh. I had intended for them to join that fleet there, but they're not going to do it, are they? So let's get them part of the way then to where I ultimately want to go to, which is over here. So if I move them, say, to here for now, so they don't interfere with these guys, because this fleet here, except for the sloop of course, is going to go up to here and block this Baltic area here, and at the same time it does that, I'm going to pirate from him. So Sweden is getting 1409 from there at the moment. 1409. Let's see what he gets when I move up there. He's now getting... Hang on. 1409 we said, didn't we? 1400. He's now getting 2100. Doesn't make any sense. He must have been getting 14,000 before. That doesn't make sense either, does it? But anyway, never mind. At least we're pirating. So that's what I intended to do. That's what I'm going to stick to. So I've now got 2 fleets. I've got a full fleet, and I've got this one that can act independently with some pretty darn good ships in there. Now, I want to work on my attack on the Swedes. So we'll look down here to Amsterdam, which is here. Oh, by the way, don't know what made me think about Amsterdam then, but something about, I don't know, New Holland, New York or something, I don't know. But there's been a lot at the moment on the radio about Detroit and what's going on there. Apparently it's like a ghost town. It's either a ghost town or parts of it are ghost town, and the other parts are just inundated with drug problems and violence and all sorts of things. It seems like an absolutely dreadful place to live, you know. But we had the same problem in our country. In fact, we still got it in various places. But Liverpool was written off at one point, you know, as being a place that was in such a state that we won't be able to do anything with it. Oh, hang on, there you go. And it was very, very bad, because I went to university there. And where was the other? Oh yeah, and then when the miners were well, can we say defeated by the government of the day? They say government of the day. To me, it's just government. They're all the same, but there you go. They defeated the miners, and the miners' villages just fell into a terrible state in a similar sort of way that I can imagine Detroit, the way they're describing it now. So light cavalry in there. And 2, 3, 4 of those as well. Up in Scotland, I'm going to get 4 of these as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, okay, and in Paris, I'm just going to get a CO to add to the army. Have I got a CO in there? Yeah, I've got one in there already. Okay, so I won't bother with the CO then. I'll just get 3 grenadiers. I bet you they can get the grenadiers, can't they? No, they can't. Right, okay, well let's get 3 grenadiers then. I don't know why, it's just got a mix really of things. Right, okay, well what I'm going to do now is go through all the sloops, starting with, not all the sloops, all the ports, giving them sloops in the same way that I did with America. What's that? Trade route raided, yeah, thank you. Trade route raided, yes, very good. Did I raid 2 trade routes then? I didn't think I did. Maybe I'm raiding this one as well, am I? Did I raid that without even thinking about it? I did! I didn't realise I was raiding that one as well. I was just trying to get close, wasn't I? In fact, I need to move those closer because they're not close enough. I want to get them as close as I possibly can, really. If I get them to there... Right, still raiding. Good. Okay, good. Now, get rid of that one as well. Now, when I was in Portugal, I was told that I don't know where it was it this point or a certain point off the coast of Portugal was the most westerly part of Europe. We weren't this high up. It wasn't a port either, by the way. It was a rocky sort of promontory. It's probably somewhere like this actually, but it looks like these are more westerly, doesn't it? But anyway, wherever we were, I went to it and it was the most westerly point of Europe, so it was said. So working on the basis that this is the most westerly part, I'm going to move inwards with my chevron markers until I've got sloops in all of these places. Where are we? Sloop. Yep. And sloop. And even those places that I've already got one, I'm going to get another one anyway because they're going to help me move troops around when the time comes. So, right, okay, well it's a bit dull this, isn't it? It's just a case of putting sloops everywhere. So I'll come back when I've finished doing this. That's another sloop, isn't it? Okay, back in a second, folks. Okay, that's the whole of Europe covered. It's a do, is that, you know? 130 upkeep costs every time. I must have got at least 20 of them. So 130 becomes 1,300, 2,600 every turn. But bearing in mind we're earning almost 50,000, I think we can afford that, don't you? That's 50,000 with paying out for everything I've got so far as well. So pretty darn good going. Right, okay, I think that is probably about it, isn't it? I did replenish these troops that attacked the Swedes, didn't I? Yes, I did. I don't think I need anything else really there. Might be an idea to have a look up here actually and see what's there, but no, I'm not going to do that now. Let's see what happens. Right, I am hoping for a couple of battles, but unfortunately I think they're going to be fortress battles because I have my eyes on a couple of targets in the Americas. They're held by rebels. You'll see them at the moment. One of them is called Guatemala. I forget what the other one's called now, but I do have an eye on them. Refuse offer. Okay, you're not having social contract. I don't know where those Russians were going for, but I wish they'd head for the Swedish. I really do. Aha, here he comes, and he's attacking me. And that is a pretty big fleet, and it's in his favour. Do I take him on? He's got a, what is that one? A second rate. He's got some here that have actually got chevrons. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's got 11 ships facing my 4. I don't really want mine to get damaged, but I do want to block him. I wonder if he'll go for my bigger fleet. I'm going to retreat from this, because I think... oh no, damn. That's a pain. I was hoping that he would go go after my other fleet, my bigger fleet, and also hoping that my fleet of first rates would be nearby when it happened. But it's not going to happen, so okay. I rushed ahead really with those first rates, so it's not a problem for me. But I do want to keep them intact because I'm hoping to bring some infantry over to attack, you know, those that I've raised in Northern Europe. So I do want to look after those. Workers on strike, New Spain, you know, when I attack with them. New Spain's on strike. No, it isn't. Not anymore, it isn't. Right, okay. In fact, these are the very ones I want to do something with. So let's get them out to here and see what happens. Yep, green. Oh, yes. Now then, if I take one of those ships... Oh, look! That's my big fleet. Why didn't I get a sloop in there? I don't know, but I didn't, so now isn't the time to moan and complain about it. So, right, okay. I did get sloops in America, didn't I? I don't know. Anyway, okay. We're in position, and I want to go for Guatemala, which is this one here. I could have gone up to there and swapped them round, couldn't I? I did get sloops, didn't I, in here? So, right, okay. These over to here. All the way. Oh no, not all the way. That looked like all the way, didn't it then? Damn. Oh, he hasn't got a fortress. Ah. He doesn't actually have a... Well, I can fight a battle then. I didn't know that. Right, okay. Well, we've only got howitzers, but then we're against these... Mind you, he's going to pick up some other troops, isn't he, I presume? No, it doesn't look like it, actually. What's he got? Medicine men. Elite infantry. Okay, 999. Oh, call the police. In Britain, by the way, that's how you call the police. So, 999 against 6137. They're pretty good, but we're going to kill some of them, aren't we, on the way in, so it's not looking good for him. I think they're only in 60s as well, so... Okay, well, let's go for him with just the forces minus the artillery then. Okay, over to here. Over to here. Why can't we do that? Right, and then to here. Okay, he picked somebody else up and I didn't see those. They're a pain, but they're pretty poor, aren't they? And these, like I said, are only in the 60s. It's well in my favour. Surrender refused. Well, okay, I don't mind. Well, I get to fight a battle then, don't I? Kind of makes up, doesn't it, for the lack of battle, you know, the lack of sea battle, because when I didn't go for it. Anyway, I'm going to be back in a second because I need to make myself a drink of tea while I do this. Well, after about 20 minutes of going around this town like a maypole, I finally managed to trap him in one area. Not trap him, but get him in one area. I think he feels safe because he's behind here. I've left him with that feeling of safety. It's absolutely nonsense, of course, but I don't think he can even reach me. I can't reach him from there, and he can't get through there, which means he's got to come through the town area, or he's got to come through here, and even the town area is a bit difficult to get through. So I'm simply going to put my troops here and here, perhaps, when he decides to attack. But these guys are going to be on lime shell, because that does seem to be the most effective, doesn't it? And he should start advancing towards me as soon as I do that, and it looks as though he is. No? Oh yes, he is. Right, okay. Like I said, they're just basic Indians, so there's nothing special about them. They are going to have to go... Well, actually, they're medicine men, aren't they? So they can fire pretty effectively, of course. It looks like everything's going one way, doesn't it? I don't think anybody else... Are they going that way? I think they're all coming the same way, but... Anyway, it's not really much of an issue for me, so let's... Whoops, press the wrong button there. I don't know what that one's done. Okay, and maybe I'll just leave that one then there to deal with those, and you guys can come across here, please. Can you get there? Yeah, I think so. Good. Right, okay, we should be able to shoot at everybody when they come through there. If he decides to send some the other way, like I said, I'll use that other infantry unit, but it does look like he's sending everyone around that way, doesn't it? So he's going to be in a bit of a mess, isn't he, really, because we will be able to hit him with lime shot pretty soon. Is he going to charge through there with that horse? With his general? I don't think he is. I think we should get into position just about the right time to shoot at him, shouldn't we? I hope. Him as well. Right, okay, let's get these guns firing at something useful then. Something at the back, something that's all bunched together. Right, okay, like those for instance. That's good. Right, now then. Firing, making a mess of him. What's he got there? He's sending in his tribesmen first, isn't he? So he can bring in the medicine men behind and perhaps sneak them in without being shot at. Right, okay. I want to shoot at these guys now, not at the routers. At these, please. Yeah. Okay. And you up to there, I think. Yeah, okay, now these are going to make a bit of a mess of me, I think, aren't they? So how are we doing? 108, 120. Maybe we should just charge into the side of those. Makes sense, doesn't it? How are these doing? Just getting into position, I think. Right, okay, aha! He's decided to have a go. Medicine men. Now his medicine men, aha! I think what he's trying to do is throw tomahawks at us or something. Right, okay, we should murder him from there, really. 48, 119 out of 119. Things are still looking good for us, I think. How are we doing here? I think I might just pile my men in there. What about those? Medicine men, how are we doing here? 110, 91. He's breaking, isn't he? So, might just run those round a bit, actually. Might make a bit more sense. Those guys should really be shooting at them more than anything else. Yeah? Okay, how are we doing there? 106 out of 110, 90 out of 120. They've suffered a bit, haven't they? Let's see if he's gone for my horse yet. Did he go for the horse? No, don't think he did. Right, okay, are they shattered? That's excellent news. Okay, well I think that's it actually, isn't it? I think it is. I think that's everybody gone. Oh dear, the lime shot may well have killed some of my men there. Not good news. You should not be firing through your own men, you fool. Right, now where... Oh, that's it. Okay, good. That was simple, wasn't it? Ha! And there's time for another sip of tea. So, back in a second. Well, I have to say I'm pretty pleased with this result. Look at that. Only 58 lost for 504. Wow. Looking down here, who lost the most? 18 and killed 86. Those are the kind of figures that I like to see. 30 and 114. It's looking like the Ashes cricket scores, isn't it, hey? Fantastic. Now then, can they move in there? I'm going to leave them outside, actually, because I think it makes the most sense. Anybody else? Actually, it's good that he got hit, because he's not being replenished at the moment, is he? These, perfectly fine. Don't need to do anything with those. Right, good. Let's repair these then. Fishing village, why not? Who cares? Doesn't really matter now at this stage in the game, does it? I don't think I've repaired this though. I am now. Well, let's get one of those. Why not? I probably won't need it in here, but I'll get one anyway. Now let's have a look, see if there's anything offensive in this thing. Plantation? No, 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 no. Okay, well let's get something in the plantation. What should we get this time? Coffee, sugar. Have I got sugar? I'm not sure. I'm going to go for sugar. Yep. And next one is this one. Now, church school in there. Very good. Right, now, I think that is probably all I can do in there, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. I think... Where is it? Plantation. transportation. Blimey, there are loads in here, aren't there? What about this one? This is the one I want a church in. Good. I'm not really bothered about the other ones. Being repaired or upgraded or whatever, don't know. No. Okay, now let's go over to Mexico then. New Mexico rather. And New Spain, sorry, not New Mexico, New Spain. Now, let's see if I can find... There it is. I want the one where I got rid of the building, you see, and I'm going to put a church in there. I think that's it, you know. I don't think I destroyed anywhere else. Did I? What is that? Oh. Well, let's get a coaching in then for a change. See if I can get some spies over here. I haven't got anything at the moment, have I, in there? So that's 2. And that's really all I need, isn't it? Did I do the infrastructure in Guatemala? I'm not sure that I did. I did. Right, Florida. Maybe it's Florida that I forgot. I'm sure there's one where I can improve the infrastructure. Nope, doing that one as well. So, okay. Never mind. Let's see what we've got here then. Construction report. Yeah. Now this might tell me. Hispaniola. That's one that needs it. Let's get one in there. And construction. Church. I'm just going to keep them as normal churches. Those. Trading port. Cuba. I am going to upgrade that actually because a lot of trade goes through Cuba. And Cuba as well. We'll have improved infrastructure, and well, that's about it. I don't think I really need it in Jamaica, but I'll get it anyway. Why not? There you go. Get it in there. So that's that one then. Right, fleet arrive. Workers on strike. No, they're not because I've just looked there. Fleet arrives. Now, quite a few of these. And this is where my galleons, I think it was my, no, it's not my galleon, it is my galleon, yeah, this is where my galleons took his India men last time. Do you remember between videos I said I was going to do it? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Masses from there, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Fleet arrives. New town emerges. New Spain. That's why I got an extra one. I thought it was just one that I had. Recruitment reports. Right, okay, they're all the sloops that I got, just for anybody that's interested. Those are those infantry troops that I got in Northern Europe as well. I'm going to move those troops around in a moment, but, right, yes, we know about Guatemala. We're just taking it. Auxiliary, or ancillary, whatever. Right, next thing I want to do is gather together some of these troops in the place where they're going to be most needed. First of all, let's get these out of here. How many did I think I got 4 in here, didn't I? See, there's another one I could have got CO from. So I think 4 from there. Yeah. Okay. And what kind of navy I've got? I've got massive. I've got all these in here as well. Oh, damn. They're the ones that retreated, aren't they? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get those back in position somewhere around here, but not all the way yet because I'm going to join my other ships to them. Okay, they're going to have to block up that Baltic area. That's going to be important to me. Okay, right, now if I take one of these out of here, put him there, good, and then put the army on board. Right. Okay, good, and then that ship over to London, perhaps. Okay, now the London ships are going to pick up. How many did I do in London? I think I did 2. Did I do 5 in there? Can't remember now. I think I did these as well. I think I did 6 in there, simply because I could. Anyway, I don't know why I'm selecting them now, because I can't select them until we actually get... Oh, yeah, okay. I need to select them to get them to there, don't I? That's it. Okay, now I can put them on there. Okay, good. Navy... I don't really mind which ship takes these over here now, because they can all reach. I just need to get to the Netherlands really. So I've already got a sloop in here that can cover that place, so I'm alright there. I've got a glut of sloops, haven't I now? So if I take out my big ones, that one and that one, bring them over to... doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, I've got a big one anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right, okay, over to here, and yeah, because I want them to go to... I don't want them to go into Amsterdam. I just want them to be near Amsterdam, so that when these troops come out of here, I can add them to it. You know, these here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are coming in from there, and where are they? Right, okay. 6 added to the, well, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I need another 4. Now I was getting some from Paris, wasn't I? Can they actually reach? They can reach, they don't need ships. So I needed 4 from here, didn't I? Now I did say I was going to add a general, didn't I, from here? Yeah? Okay. So now I only need 3. Okay, I'm sure, I think I got more than that. No, I didn't actually. I got 3. Brilliant. Well, I think that is the whole lot done now. Okay, so I should now have... should I take them all out of... I'm going to take them all out of here and put them in the port. Then they don't get carried away by any ships by mistake. So I've now got 14 in there. And in here I'm recruiting 6, making it 20. That's brilliant, isn't it? So I've got exactly what I need there now. Right, okay. 2 sloops. And 2 in London as well. Oh, that's plenty, isn't it? I've got 1 still in Scotland, up here. So, right, okay, plenty to move around to bring other troops around as well, haven't I? So, right, now the other thing I wanted to do was add these other ships. I was a bit hasty last time, wasn't I? Bringing those first rates up on their own. This time, oh, they still can't reach. What a pain. What a pain. Right, okay, well we're going to get as near as we can then. Perhaps to here. I should raid the trade route, but I want them to be near that area there that blocks this. See, I think if anybody attacks him there now, he'll also have to attack him, because, you know, he's close enough, he's within his range. So these ships will come on as reinforcements, which means I don't think he's going to take me on, because he's going to have a massive navy to take on, isn't he, that way. So, right, okay, I'll do that then. I'll block the Baltic so nobody can get through. The main thing is about blocking the Baltic is that I can bring my troops to take places like Denmark or wherever it is we might want to go for. I wonder about the Prussians. I wonder if they're actually at war with the Swedes. Let's have a look. Prussia. They're not at war. They're allied to Poland and Hanover. Okay, well I think that's as far as I'm going to get in there. I don't think, you know, I've got all this money, and really I'm just waiting till next turn, so I can't see whatever else I need to do. Nothing. Nothing. It's a case of waiting. It's actually no, that's not good. I can't just stand around waiting. That's pathetic. Let's get these out of here, attacking somewhere. Maybe these are the ones I should have got attacking Guatemala, but anyway, never mind. If I leave 4 infantry in here, where can I attack anyway? It's only on 1. Oh, what's that? That's rebel. Yeah, rebel. But that puts me sort of on the main continent, doesn't it, where I can be open to other people. I think I'm going to go for this place here instead, Panama. Now if I look at Panama, I don't think it's got any. It hasn't actually got any fortification. I hope it hasn't. Let's hope I've read this correctly this time. So I'm going to go in with artillery this time, with normal smoothbore Napoleons, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know, they're called 12 pounders, aren't they, in this? So what have I got? That one's down to 17, that's 60. They should be fine. They should be absolutely fine. I've already put these on the ships, and I don't even need them. And I can't get them off now. That was stupid. Can they come off and move? If they could, it would be good. I think they're going to end up in my way. It won't show me. I think it means they can't move now they're on there. Okay, well they're going to come with me then. So I'm going to take from here everything but 4 infantry. So, okay, those 2, 3, 4. Something's gone wrong. Right, okay. Oh, gosh, honestly, what am I thinking of? Right, it's those and those. Right, so I'll leave those 4 behind to fight off any Indian attack that might come my way. But we do have a fortification, so we should easily be able to do that. I wonder if maybe we'll leave 1 more behind. 1 more. Mind you, I've got a lot of horse in there, haven't I? Maybe if I leave 1 horse behind as well. Okay, let's do that then. Hey? Okay, good. Now, there's my army. Let's see how near I can get to here. I can't get there. No, can't get there. So I'm going to swap over with some ships from somewhere else. And what are these? I could swap maybe with those. In fact, I've got loads of ships hanging around here doing nothing, haven't I? I wonder if they can reach. If I move those over there. Yeah, looks like they can actually. Well, let's do that then. Let's get that one in there. So, if I move these from here over to here. Good. And then get them out to join the sloop. Now, I don't need him to join the sloop, do I really? Which one can move full? I think it's that one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I take those out and leave that one there and bring him out, these out to here. Good. Now he now should, with a bit of luck, be able to reach. And he can. Excellent. Going towards here. Okay, good. Now, let's see if I can get the troops. Hey, we might get a battle. Oh, I didn't think of that. These guys here, from here, all the way to here. Can they make it? Oh yes, they can actually make it all the way. That's going to be absolute murder, isn't it, with my artillery firing away at him there. So, demand surrender, refused. Right, okay. Okay, I'm going to end the video on this battle then, folks, because that is just too much of a gift, isn't it? Okay, I'll bring you back in when we get in there. Hang on a second. Okay, this is virtually the same lineup that it gave me at the beginning of the game. I don't know where he is actually. He seems to be over. Oh, he's over here, isn't he? I don't know what of mine can fire. I think I've got them on ball actually. I don't want them on ball. I want a shrapnel shot and shrapnel shot, and these should be on lime shot. Yes, they are. Everything's unlimbered. Well, I hope it is anyway. Yeah, I'll put these to the back. And I don't know if we're going to have any decent effect there or not at all, really, but I think my artillery should be able to make a bit of a mess of him, shouldn't they? 60 out of 60, 120 out of 120. It looks to me as though they can't really hit anything, and it does look like he's going to be able to attack from my flank, doesn't it? So I'm going to have to pull some of these. In fact, it looks like that's the only unit I've got on the flank. Yeah, that's not good, is it? Right, okay. 2, 3, 4. Don't actually seem to have a lot of infantry on here, do we? But anyway, if I pull those across maybe to there, that might make the formation a little more logical, mightn't it? I just chose his startup, except for the howitzers. I pulled those back. They were right over there on that wing there, and of course I pulled the horse back as well. So are they just broken or shattered, or what sort of state are they in? Just broken, so they're going to come back. Well, that's okay. Can we hit this target then instead? I've forgotten again how many infantry you had. Well, it's not that I've forgotten. I didn't take account of it really. I've no idea, but it looks to me like he's got a lot more on that bottom map than he's actually shown on the top map for some reason. But he does seem to want to bring them into line with mine, doesn't he? Which I find extraordinary, really. But Okay, that's what he wants to do. That's his lookout, isn't it? Might just pull those back a little bit more, actually. Might be worth even pulling my men into line a little bit more, actually. Perhaps getting an infantry unit to march down. That might make a bit of sense, mightn't it? Okay, if I get him to go down there, ready to march down, that might be a little bit more logical. And then bring these over to here. That line is a little bit thin, actually. Might just make that a little bit deeper. Gosh, it's not much, is it, really? I think we're just generally struggling, really, to be honest with you. There's a number of troops that we've got, so I'm not sure there's really much point in bringing these over, but I've started now, so as they say, I'll finish. So hope he didn't get too close to that artillery there. He seems to be drawing into line, doesn't he? Which I just, you know, I find really quite extraordinary, really. Can I make this line shorter? Okay. Right, okay. What's he doing? General's bodyguard. I don't really want him to attack my light infantry. And I think that's what he intends to do. I can always switch to grape shot, of course, if he gets too close. And that's what I fully intend to do. What are they? Company cavalry. Oh, it's because I've just moved my infantry through, so they're sort of reforming themselves, aren't they? Right. Okay, you guys can now come up here. Okay, so we're more level with the rest of his army now, but I don't know what to think, really, because he's just... Well, he's coming on piecemeal, isn't he, really? So, what's he got in there? Armed citizenry, colonial militia. They're the ones that should be hitting, really, aren't they? The colonial militia. The armed citizenry will just get shot to pieces by my infantry, I think. So, yeah, colonial militia, 74 out of 120. They must be the ones that got hit before. I think I'll just leave my artillery to do their own thing, because they know what their best targets are, don't they, really, I think. So, oh, it looks like my howitzers can hit as well. Oh my gosh, we're going to make a terrible mess of him, aren't we? So 101 out of 120, 74 out of 120. Maybe we need to hit those again. They've been broken once. If we can break them again, maybe we'll just completely shatter them without having to physically come to grips with them. I think maybe these now need to come over a little bit this way. And perhaps these here, maybe a little bit more over this way as well. Okay. And the general, I don't know, not sure it matters that much really in this one, because it looks like he's going to get absolutely murdered by shrapnel shot and lime shells, doesn't it? Okay, you brave boys. You're all going to get absolutely cut to shreds. What about these here? 109 out of 120. Where's the rest of his army? Down here. Still a distance away. Aha! Now he might start to get within my musketry fire soon. It looks to me like he's trying to find a flank over there. It's not good for me. Maybe this is why my troops needed to be in a different place. Okay, he's wavering there, isn't he? So I'm going to send in these to go and chase them off. Oh, I think they're gone anyway, aren't they? I think that's it. Yeah, they're shattered actually, so I'm going to completely ignore those. Waste no time even thinking about them. Right, okay, what about these then? I think he's outside. I know he's outside my firing range. So let's pull those in to get them into the firing range. And the guns can now, not those, these, can now go on the more effective canister shot. Why are you firing there? I think you're firing there because it means you'll fire straight through my own men, doesn't it? Okay, I'd like you to fire there, please. And you, in fact, you might as well fire there as well now, actually. Now I think about it. In fact, I think that's it, is it? Okay. No, we've still got these here to contend with. I said I'll do a fire in advance on there. Why not? And these here should be firing at those. And you firing at those. And, oh, actually, there's some more behind. Just there. What are those? General's bodyguard. Might fancy having a go. Well, let's get the artillery to fire at him then, shall we? Until he gets too close. When he gets close to the line, we'll get them both. In fact, I'm going to choose both of them now and then halt them. As soon as he gets into a position like... No, I'm not. I'm going to fire them there instead. That's better, isn't it? And you can stop. Right, okay. And that's it now, isn't it? That's done it. I think he was probably hoping for my lime shot to hit my own troops. That's all I can think about anyway. But that's it, isn't it? And we're up to 41 minutes. What are you doing? I think we'll have you back here, please. Has he got somebody behind a wall somewhere, way at the back or something? Let's go and have a look. Yeah, there we go. It's always the way, isn't it? Can these guys fire that far if I give them shrapnel shot? Nope, they can't reach. Shrapnel shot. Can't reach. Very close though. We don't need to come in too far, do we, to be effective? Okay, I think maybe we'll pull them to about here and see if they have any decent effect. Okay, so... Oh no, hang on, before we do that, let's sort these out, because it does look like these might come back. Right. Anybody else coming back? Shattered. Shattered. They all look shattered to me. They're outside my range. Um, 51 out of 120. What are they? Colonial militia. Here he comes. Okay, select the guns again so that I can always take them off firing if they're going to hit my own men, which they're likely to do fairly shortly. Is he gone? He's gone. He's only broken again though. Shattered this time. Okay, excellent. Right, okay, well let's get these artillery limbered up then, and we'll do something useful with them. Because like I say, they're pretty useless at the moment. Now where are they? They're over there, aren't they? No, they're not. Oh! They've decided to run. That's good news. Maybe what happened was when I limbered up my artillery, they thought they'd have a go and charge me. And of course, as soon as they did that, they got all the routing troops going around them, realised they're casualties of the overall army, and decided, no, I think we'll go home. So, right, okay, 43 minutes, approaching 45. And that should be... Are we nearly there? Yes. Okay, 13 losses to take that. That's wacky, isn't it? Look at that. Who lost the most? These guys here, company infantry, lost 3, killed 64. Nobody got near enough, did they? Because he didn't have any horse that could go flying in quickly enough. Now, if I just repair this, I think it should mean that I've got all now the all the rebel and all the pirate and rebel areas now, I should say. What's this? Let's have a look. Oh, that's the road. Not interested in that one. This one here, well, I am, but I've already dealt with it. So this one here will have... We had sugar last time, didn't we? Let's go for coffee this time. Like I said, doesn't really make much difference. Oh, now that reminds me. maybe I should repair these ports as well. I keep forgetting about these, don't I? Did I repair this one? I did. Okay, well that's good. Right, okay, looking good. Like I said, all rebel territories. There's only this area now that needs to be taken, and I've taken the entire of South America, haven't I? I don't know how much time there is to be able to take out Sweden, but it does look like we might be able to go just that little bit further and make a mess of Sweden as well. So let's just have a quick look over here where we beat them back some time ago and see if we can move just that little bit further now. I think we can, you know. They're not fully replenished. He has got 9 in there and just a couple in there. He might have troops elsewhere. Should we go and have a look? Right, okay, up there. 11 plus these makes 5, 16. He's got 16 and my troops are a little depleted. In fact, they're very depleted. I think if I moved up to there, everybody would be able to attack me, but he doesn't do that, does he? He doesn't tend to gang up in that way. So is he going to attack me? He might do. One thing we do know is that he can't raise decent troops in here. My biggest worry though is that if I go after him along here, he might well just go all the way round and attack here, because if I can go all that way back from here, I'm sure he can get all the way to there. You'd probably find, actually, come to think of it, if I move to there, I might be able to get through. No, I'd be challenging the whole lot, wouldn't I? I think what I need to do this turn is block this area here. Right, like that. Okay, good. So he can't get round that way. Those troops can do it, of course. Whether they can reach all the way or not, I really don't know. But if they do, I'll just have to go back and take it off them. You know, if they take this territory here I'm thinking of. But for now, I think that block could work out quite well. You'd probably find those 5 there they can't reach. Oh, excellent. That's good news. Right, okay, well, that's it for now, folks. Can't think of anything I want to do for here now. I just want to, I don't know, sort of block the Baltic, the neck of the Baltic here, and bring my troops in. But once I have control of this bottleneck here, then I can bring my sloop in and take Denmark from him. So Denmark will be the first to go. Then we'll probably hit Sweden, and then move all the way around. Basically, I don't know how many territories he's got really. Sweden. Let's have a look. Quick look, if I can. Sweden. Here we go. Regions. He's got. Let's have a look. Regions. Come on, quickly. Regions. He's got a lot, hasn't he? Whoa, look at that lot. Anyway, you can see the path I'm going to go on, can't you? Start with Denmark here. Move into Sweden there, perhaps recruit from Denmark and take Finland in a separate attack from up there. Then move across there. I'm not going to go all the way around here, it takes far too long. Move up from here, perhaps take this one with one of my armies, this one with another. So there's 2 territories gone. Having taken Denmark, Sweden and Finland, like I said, move across the Baltic areas here to take out these. I reckon they could go in about 10 turns, which means we would then control all of this. I might just have to wipe out Russia then, because they become totally and absolutely stupidly ridiculous, useless rather. This is a worry. That's my region there, Moldavia, and it's bordering the Crimea there. I might have to pay some attention to that, Moldavia. Let's just see. I didn't realise how vulnerable that looked on the overall map. Let's go and have a look at it. Moldavia, and that is one of my target areas, you know. So I'm going to have to be a bit careful about that one. I can't recruit anything decent in there. And I haven't got any troops nearby. That's not a healthy situation. I'm going to make a note for myself that I need to defend Moldavia. I need to get some decent troops in there, don't I? I can get troops from Romaneasca, and I can feed them through here. What's that? Is that Sweden? Yeah, that's Sweden. I could feed them through here to defend Moldavia that way. Maybe that's the way to do it. Maybe what I now need to be doing is raising some troops in here And did I leave some down here as well? No, only a couple. What can I get in here? Oh, I can get loads and loads of decent stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I can recruit them this turn, move them this turn up to here using his port, and then go straight through to there, because it connects, doesn't it, with Moldavia. And I've already got 4 in there, and I've got a fortification, so it's defended, isn't it, really? I suppose that's the main thing. It is. It's okay. I just can't launch an attack from it, really, and maybe that's another place I should be launching an attack from. Anyway, talk too much. It's now 50 minutes. Crikey me. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks.